I just wanted to clarify some things. I love your video. It was great. I agree almost on everything. There's a couple things that that I don't agree on. You say that the rest didn't come in a day. It did come in a day. It came in as a Sabbath day, and that Sabbath took us to Christ. You see, the true rest. Okay, the Sabbath. You talk about that in the New Testament that the Sabbath wasn't given specifically to the church. Um, well, what are the commandments? I mean, the commandments. Once we talk about the commandments, the fourth commandment is there. Is that there's going to be a literal rest day? I mean, that for me is like I don't have to think about that too much. The apostle kept the Sabbath. Paul kept the Sabbath. Um, the early church, it doesn't talk about them talking about the Sabbath as the rest day, but when did Paul congregate to talk about his the 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 gospel, the good news of the gospel? What day was it? Sabbath. When the Gentiles came to Paul and asked him, "Hey, won't you preach to us the next Sabbath?" Now, Paul could have said right there, "You know what? Sabbath doesn't even really matter. Let's do it tomorrow. Let's do it the next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, any day." But no, Paul didn't say anything. He said, "Okay, next Sabbath, let's do it." He did it that Sabbath. He did it another Sabbath. He did it a third Sabbath. These were Gentiles. Okay, what were the Gentiles seeing that the disciples were doing? What day were they keeping? They were keeping the Sabbath day. It wasn't even a question. It was something that they would do. That they lived the Sabbath. You see, I agree with you when you say that we shouldn't keep one day to be holy. Every day should be the rest in Christ. Yes, I believe. So, but my question to you is, what do you do with the Sabbath? Do you dispose of the Sabbath or something like that and just discard the Sabbath? The seventh day I'm talking about. The seventh day of the week as it were nothing. The Sabbath day was what took us to Christ. That seventh day of the week, the Bible talks, it was the shadow of what was coming, and what was coming was Christ. Christ, okay? Doesn't mean that we throw away the Sabbath, because we keep the commandments in our hearts, doesn't mean we throw away the commandments. You see? Thou shalt not kill. We don't kill in our minds. But what does it mean that we could kill physically? No, it's both. You see? The seventh day of the week is literal. The true Sabbath is in Christ. But the seventh day is still there. Okay? Let me see. You talk about the greatest commandment. Read. The greatest commandment is love God over all things and your brother as yourself, right? What is that? Isn't that a what's the word? A resume? Isn't that a resume? Isn't that a resume of the commandments? Read. God, Jesus himself says that that commandment of love your brother, love God over all and your brother as yourself is a resume of the commandments. Okay, and the fourth commandment is still there. And we do keep the fourth commandment, as you say, in Christ. But there's still a literal day, as well as there's still a literal commandment of do not kill, and so forth, so forth, no lie, and so forth, and so forth. So what are you going to do with the literal Sabbath, with the seventh day of the week? I hope you take esteem that day like I do. My rest is in Christ daily, but there still is a seventh day of the week. I hope you respond back. We'd love to hear what you have to say.